afternoon, hello and welcome. If you are here live like Hannah, please do say hello. Hi Hannah. If you're enjoying the sunshine, I totally understand. If you're watching this back on catch up, please do put in hashtag replay so that I know that you have seen it. Oh, a couple more people I'll jump in on. While they do say hello in the comments, if you're here live, please do say hello. I am battling with the sunshine today. I've got all the windows in the studio closed, and I've got all the blinds down because each time I move, you might see I start to get a bit overexposed. So if I get a bit excited and move from this position, I might look a little bit overexposed. I cannot block any more light out. So hence why we're working on artificial light today, because this was not to talk to you about diffusing light, it's to talk to you about shadows, and I want to be able to demonstrate that for you. Hello Farah, lovely to have you here. And Steve, sunny in West Yorkshire, is it Steve? Love that, absolutely love that. So today we're going to talk about shadows, and running the 5-day free training this week, it always brings me back to basics when I'm working with people that haven't been trained in food photography and understand what the light and what the shadows are doing. And this has come up quite a bit already. We're on Thursday and they hear me banding around flat lighting and they're thinking, yeah, it's all great, isn't it? You're talking about flat lighting, but what do you actually mean? What are you talking about? So to start with, I'm going to show you some flat lighting. Flat lighting means that you've put no direction into your light. Therefore, there is no chance that any of your food or drink can get shadow, shape, texture into it. It's literally just blasted with light. And you can blast with light if that is the goal of what you're doing, and you're doing something, pushing it to overexposure, pushing it to a very bright commercial image. There are times for it. But if you're learning to control and bend and shape the light, you need to understand where you don't go. So at the moment, I've got my camera in the front here, and I have a light just behind it, a totally harsh light, no softbox on it, and we're going to try and light my wonderful cabbage here from the front, which is a definite no. Don't ever light your food from the front. This is where we get the worst flat light. So I'm just going to switch the light on. It's happy. Okay, it's a very harsh light. And I'm going to share the screen. And today, this is not about the setup. This is looking at what happens with the shadows and where we take it from there. So let me just share the screen. Move me out of the way. So we're going to now try. Make sure the camera's focused. We're going to now just try and take a photo of this cabbage and look at what it looks like photographing from the front. Helps if we actually put the trigger on to trigger the light. Let's go again. There we go. Okay. So some of you might be going, oh, that looks all right. That's a cabbage. In my eyes, that is flat lighting. So if we come across, we're lucky with a cabbage because it's got quite a lot of different detail, but the only bit of shadow is where the cabbage has created that shadow because it's got another layer over it. So when we look at it, totally flat, really uninteresting. Everything is exactly the same in that image, and it's not doing it any favors. It's not going to be great for a client, and it's not going to be great for a competition or for your portfolio. It is just really uncontrolled with light with no direction. So this is what we don't want to do. We don't want to light from the front because it just blasts it and crosses that light all the way across the front. So I'm now going to turn that light off, and we're going to light it from the side just to have a look at the difference. Okay, so let's have a look at our humble cabbage with a light, with a softbox on at the moment. We can try it without, that's not a problem, but let's go with this first. Okay, all we've done is light from a different angle. And this is the difference that we get. We start to get a little bit more interest in the cabbage in what we're doing there. Okay, so if we look at the front, we might say, the front doesn't look light enough. We can use direction of light, but we can also bring the light forward, up the light, do different things. All I've done here is bring the light forward slightly so that now suddenly we've got that light on the cabbage. So 3 very different images just from these two being slightly different. See if I can move that in a bit for you to see. It'll either only go to that. And now hopefully you can see how bad this first image looked. Hello, Caro. Now you can hopefully see how bad the first image looked and where we start to go with flat lighting. Flat lighting, people think, is just a dull light. It's not. It's where there's no direction in that light. So if we carry on going with this light, we're going to end up getting closer to front lighting it. And therefore, we're going to start to lose the shape. So if we look at the difference here, we're starting to lose it in the middle, and we can continue to go so that light gets flatter and flatter the less direction that there is. So it just shows you where you can take this image to when you're looking at your light. Now, on the other side, we can decide how much light do we want to bounce back in. Do we want this to be really moody on this side and stop a little bit of the light coming in? Then we're going to need to make the black card our best friend and add in some black card to be able to get that to work. Oh, I don't think I moved the light back. There we go, let's try again. Okay, so putting the light back where we want it, by putting the black card in, that's now stopping, just by having that light in a different place, that's stopping everything being the same colour. So when we look at a shoot, we want to see different shades of shadow. We want to see different shapes, different texture. So by doing something on one side of the image, we can do something different on the other. We can either bounce light back in or we can stop the light. So let's just bounce that light back in so you see the difference of where we're taking this. So that's now got the bounce light on it on the right hand side, and that's now got the card to stop the light. So this is the difference. These are all the subtleties. And the biggest problem is people get frustrated with what it's looking like and they make massive big changes to it, whereas actually we need small incremental changes when we are working with this. With the light as it is, if we move the light to the right place, we don't actually need too much bounce light on this, to stop the light too much on this side. We can go as far as we want to go on that. Now that we're back on directional light, let's have a look how a harsher light works on this cabbage and those shadows. So let's take the softbox off. Okay, softbox is off. Let's take a picture of the image now to see what happens. Okay, So we start to get a very different look just by taking the softbox off. Now, what that's doing is, because the light is so harsh, it's bouncing off the background and making the background grey. So again, our trusted black card can now stop that, and we can just put it the other side of the light to stop it bleaching out the backdrop. Okay, that's all we've done. Nothing has changed in that image other than me putting a little bit of black card next to it. And you can choose how much black card you have. You are in control of what you are doing with that lighting, with your black card, your white card. But today is about the black card of adding in those shadows. So there's one more thing we can do. If we're making our work very shadowy, we can also add in a backlight, because we've put a really big shadow on this side here. Let's throw in another light and put a bit of backlight there. Okay, let's see what happens now with us having the deep shadows from the harsh light, and now we've put a backlight in at the back to keep the shadows, but just to illuminate what we're doing. So again, we've now illuminated and made this look more interesting because it's got those shadows in it, so that it starts to give it that beautiful texture. Now again, we've got a lot of spill from the light, so I'm just going to go round, and I can't do both at the same time. No, I can't do both at the same time. There's nothing I can hold that to. I need some little grabbers. So I'm just going to go around and hold this on the other light, and we can see how much that blocks it. If I can reach the camera. Okay, so we can go as far as we want to go. I could probably go a bit further with that. I didn't want to knock out that beautiful backlight, but let's see what we can do there. And if I can reach it at the same time. So it just shows what we can do with that backlight when we are just working with a little bit of card. But the difference now is we're getting this beautiful shadow coming through the leaves here. We've still got all the direction here. This side is actually a little bit blown with that harsh light, but we can put on the softbox again. But this is what we need to be looking at. So let's just have a flick through these now. What was that? It only took me 1 year to get the one light. Right, don't look at two lights. Don't look at two lights. I could actually show you three lights if you want to see three lights, but tell me if you want to see three lights. Okay, so let's just have a look at what we've got here. So we've got the difference of when we're using that black card of what we're doing to that cabbage, which takes us right back to the beginning where we had that. And now I'm hoping you can go, oh my God, that is absolutely terrible. So this just shows where that lighting and those shadows really come into play. And we're just working with the humble cabbage here. So it just shows what we can do with one of those. And you know what? While I've got you here, I'm going to do you a three light. I'm going to light it from the front and do you a three light setup just to show you. So what I'm going to do, let me stop sharing for a minute so I can show you what I'm doing, because I've got overexcited about my setup. I want these leaves to really pop. So I'm actually going to move this light around here, and I want it to filter through into that backlight there. I'm not sure if I've got it quite right. Now, what happens if I photograph these now? The front is going to be really dark. So let's just have a look at that and see the front is going to be really dark. So we've now got a beautiful illumination in those back leaves, but we've lost all the detail in the front. So we've got to light the front. And I've already said to you, don't light the front. So what do we do? What do we do? We do light the front, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to use that horrible light that I showed you. You're not horrible. You're a lovely light. That horrible light at the front here. It's not got a softbox on. I'm going to put another snoot on it, like at the back. But I only have one snoot, and I'm being really tight, and I don't want to buy another snoot. So to add in my third light to the humble cabbage, I've just rolled up a bit of black card. Again, black card, white card is always your friend. Thank you. Do need another trip to the art shop because I get through a lot of this. And especially when the cats come in with dirty paws, and then there are definitely paw marks over everything. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this like a snoot. Let me move the thing around. I'm going to have to hold it because it hasn't got any fancy gizmo. And I'm going to put it over the front of the light. And I'm going to aim this light at the front of the cabbage. So let's see if I can do that. Take the photo, talk to you, hop on one leg and bark like a big dog. Okay. Have I shared the screen? Right. Wish me luck, people. In we go. Let's have a look at that. What we got? Okay, so there we go. We've got our three lights. So we've got the illumination and we've got the front. It's a little bit overexposed for me. So the only thing I'm just going to do now is I'm going to take the temperature, the power of this light at the front down a little bit, just to see if I can reduce that blast on that middle bit. Any better? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There we go. Okay. So, oh no, I need to go through them, don't I? I'll show you. So we've now gone from the humble cabbage sitting there. I can't get it back, got too many things. Humble cabbage sitting there. We've now backlit it, but we've still got the shadows in the cabbage. The shadows are in there, but we've now lit the front. That's where we started with the backlight and knew we needed to add in that third light to add to the front. And this just takes us back through the journey of all the shadows we did, hopefully back to if any of you are photographing with non-directional light or not getting any direction in it at all, unfortunately, your food is going to look like this. This is not good. This is not a good photo. We've got to get that direction into the image. And we've built up there and we've got ourselves to the point at the end where we've got three lights on this humble cabbage. So it gets very exciting for me because I really should get out more to show you the journey of where that has just took. My camera actually moved on those last ones, didn't it? But hopefully we get the drift. So your friend is black card, roll it up, make a snoot out of it, make it directional light if you haven't got a snoot. That one over there already has the snoot on it. Get yourself black card in different sizes so that you can block light, stop light, shape light, bend light. These black cards are your friends. They're cheap. You can do everything with these. That's just took us to 3 lights on a cabbage, and we've not lost the shadow that we were looking for in it. So there we go. Any questions? Farah, are you all over the place? Because you've not got past 1 light. I went to 2 and then I totally spoilt it and I went to 3 lights. So I do apologise if that's taken you way out of your comfort zone. But I got overexcited. I was only actually going to do 2 lights and then went, do you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go for a 3rd light. I think it was your fault. I think you were egging me on. Any questions from anyone? While you're typing, if you're typing something, just to let you know, at the moment, my free 5-day food photography training is running at the moment. My academy doors to my private food photography academy are open until Sunday. If you want any details, please do message me. Please comment. Well, please message me, actually. It's better than here. If you want to know anything about learning with me in my food photography academy. I would love to have some new people that want to get their head around 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light. I think I'm up to about 5 lights. You know, entirely up to you. If you want to know anything, though, just message me. Farah, nice to see how 3 lights work together. Yeah, and again, without blasting it with light and making it so that it is flat light. We have to stick away from the flat light. That is the problem. So thank you to all of you that have come along today. Again, if anyone wants to know any more about the Food Photography Academy, please do message me. Our doors are not open all year long. They are only open at certain times, and they are open until this Sunday. You're off to buy some black card, cheaper than buying another 2 lights. Exactly. Brilliant. Thanks so much, everyone. Great for you to be with me live. Keep me going, make me add an extra light in, who knows. And I will hopefully catch up with you soon or next week on the Food Photography Show. All right. Take care. Thanks. Bye.